So, our project was: Is there a difference in average daily screen time between male and female students at Miami Palmetto Senior High School? So, let's start with the problem statement. The purpose of this project was to examine average daily screen time differences between male and female students at Miami Palmetto Senior High School. Within the findings of this project, we found that there was a difference in average daily screen time, with females having a much higher daily average. So, the description of population and sample is that the population of interest was students at Miami Palmetto Senior High School in grades 9 through 12. We used a random survey to gain data on screen time for 44 students at Miami Palmetto Senior High School. These participants' data were collected through a random survey via Google Forms. We gathered accurate data from multiple grades and both genders to gain the most accurate data. We here made a pie chart to show the average mean screen time. The male is the pink, as you can see, and the female is the blue. And as you can see, the female is a little bit bigger than the male average screen time, with the female average screen time being 5.71 hours and the males being 4.37 hours. So we used Manic in our project, and here you can see the math that we did. We assessed conditions, and this was a random sample. Each student's screen time is independent of others, and sample sizes are 19 and 24 for males and females respectively, both large enough for the central limit theorem to apply. We use a 2-sample t interval, and here you can see our conclusion was that we are 95% confident that the true difference in average daily screen time between female and male students at Miami Palmetto Senior High School is between 0.23 and 2.45 hours, females minus males. This means that if we were to repeat the sampling process many times, about 95% of the resulting confidence intervals would capture the true difference in population means. So here we put the weaknesses of our studies. One of the weaknesses was that it was self-reported data, so the self-reported data could be inaccurate due to to factors like memory errors and social desirability bias. Another thing was that it was broad screen time categories in our survey, and since the data was reported in ranges, it gives less accuracy since it was broad ranges and not exact numbers, reducing precision. The limited sample size was also a factor. Since we had limited people who could take our survey, 19 males and 24 females, the sample was not too small for t-tests, but it was not large enough to account for the whole school. And we had no control for confounding variables, which was that there are factors that could influence screen time, such as grade level, after-school activities or job responsibilities, academic workload, parental restrictions, etc. And since these were not accounted for, it could affect our data. Generalizability. I feel that this study is not generalizable, as we only got to survey our peers who for the most part partake in the same classes and extracurriculars. If the study was to be applied to a different school or even a different group of students at Miami Palmetto Senior High, the results would be different. For improvements, I feel like we could have improved this study by getting a wider range of participants and a higher volume of participants. Our conclusion was, since the p-value 0.0197 is less than our significance level, we reject the null hypothesis. This provides statistically significant evidence that female students at Miami Palmetto Senior High School have a higher average daily screen time than the male students. The 95% confidence interval further supports this, as it does not include zero.